My name is Dr. Ann Eggebraaten, and I'm a chiropractor here at Hendricks Chiropractic. And I just started here in January. Prior to that, I was actually in Benson for a couple of years, and then before that, I had my own clinic in El Paso. So I've been doing chiropractic since 2010 when I graduated. And I went to school, I did my undergrad at UW La Crosse in biology, and then I did chiropractic school at Northwestern Health Sciences in Bloomington. Right out of the gate, we are ready to go. We don't have to do a residency because we do internships throughout school.
Okay.
So we actually start adjusting our very first year because they want us to get as much hands-on practice before we go out in the public as possible. We start out in the student clinic actually working on underclassmen, and then we kind of graduate into the community. There's doctors that take in students in the Twin Cities, and you kind of work underneath them where they help guide you, and then that way you're completely done. We do 10 trimesters, and our last trimester is strictly no classes, just all interning. So you do at least, I think it's 25 to 40 hours a week of hands-on patients. So when I graduated from college, I had actually done some maternity coverage for another chiropractor, and after that decided that just to open my own, I wanted to be back home, which the clinic was about 10 miles from my parents' house. So it was nice to I was able to kind of get my feet wet with still being able to be close to family. And it was something I always wanted to do, was own my own, but actually after being in it, it's nice to be working with other doctors now, where I can collaborate a little bit more and not have all the personal headaches of dealing with my own business. I actually got interested in chiropractic when I was in high school. I always wanted to be in the medical field, but I was getting severe headaches, and I went through all kinds of tests, and they couldn't figure out what was going on, told me I'd grow out of it. And we thought, well, let's try chiropractic. And after 2 adjustments, my headaches were gone, and I said, okay, that's what I want to do. So it's kind of always been wanting to do that medical profession, but just didn't quite know which direction I wanted to go until then. I'm what they call a diversified. That's the technique is diversified. So I mostly do hands-on manual adjusting. We do utilize some tools in our office too, but I'm also certified in acupuncture, so I do a lot of acupuncture, and I also do DOT physicals. Those are the 2 certifications that I have, but I'm able to work on anyone from newborn to elderly. It's kind of amazing because we're all taught pretty much the same. You know, there's I think 16 schools in the nation that do it, but even, Dr. Katie and I actually graduated together, and her and I are fairly similar, but yet we're still just a little bit different because she actually started in massage therapy before she went to chiropractic school. So her technique is just going to be a little bit different, and Dr. Emily and I are just a little bit different. And so yeah, everyone you meet is going to be, there's 3 offices in town, and all 3 of us are completely different from the other one.
What's the most common problem you see?
I would say it's between back pain and headaches. That's kind of pretty much the typical, but yet, I do a lot with TMJ, with the jaw work, because that's actually where my headaches came from. So I went through all kinds of specialists, so I learned all kinds of different tricks to work with TMJ issues. We see newborns with colic and ear infections. We do a lot of ankle sprains, shin splints, carpal tunnel. I mean, it's kind of head to toe, but I would say the biggest is low back pain and headaches. Now they're saying that sitting's pretty much as bad as smoking to your health, so all these desk jobs are not good for us either.
Right, yeah, and I've got a standing desk set up at my house. I'm trying to get one figured out for the office.
They make a big difference when at least you can change your position throughout the day. We don't think about that even, like the kids that we see, everyone goes, well, why would a kid need to come in or a baby need to come in? But it prevents a lot of those issues that, happen in adulthood of you know, it seems like, well, the older you get, the more problems you have, but if you would have corrected it in childhood, it would have saved a lot of us. You can't really adjust yourself, and, you know, they can do some massage on themselves, but you're not relaxed it as well. So when you're doing it to yourself, you know, you're still actually actively using the muscles instead of just letting them lay there. People that crack their necks themselves, well, and they ask, well, oh, why can you do it to me and I can't do it to myself? But it's the same thing as you have to use your muscles to turn your head when you do, you know, and I don't. I can bypass your muscles to make it work. You know, regular care is going to prevent a lot of issues. You know, we have a lot of people that will do kind of that monthly treatment just to kind of keep their bodies moving and pain-free. But then we have others that don't come in until something hurts. Yeah, I would love to see people be a little more on the preventive care and kind of maintain things a little bit more, just because it keeps everyone moving easier, but it makes our job a little bit easier instead of when they come in and can hardly walk.
Right.
But if that's when they need it, we take care of them too. There's usually a lot building up to that point. That's just kind of the straw that broke the camel's back.
Right.
It's not going to be a magic one fix, and but if you can, you know, prevent some of that, it helps out.
Is there something people should be doing, like posture-wise or whatever?
You know, watching how you're sitting at your desk, and but even just getting in simple exercising and stretching every day can help significantly. You know, we teach a lot of stretches, and that's kind of the big thing, is to keep things nice and loose. You know, just watch your posture as you're lifting and doing different things is kind of the key.
Where do you see yourself in the future? Like, are you happy with your current circumstances?
Yes, yeah, I love it here. It's pretty laid back, relaxed atmosphere here. I drive a mile to work, so it's nice not to have to commute, and I get to be part of the community that I live in, which is really nice. It helps a lot. I used to, prior to January, I was commuting 45 minutes one way. So you know, to spend an hour and a half of your day on the road gets to be a lot. Yeah. And that's another reason too that I don't want to own my own anymore. We have a 16-month-old at home, and you know, it's nice to be able to walk out of here at, you know, when the door closes, and I don't have to think about work anymore. I can go be mom. You know, I'm just glad to be actually back in town now, and you know, a lot of people don't realize that we're open 5 days a week here, because they had only been open 3 days prior to this. So it's, you know, nice to be back here and be back full time. But I get to help people every day. You know, they're not coming in here sick, which is nice, but they're in pain. They don't feel the best, and it's nice to be able to watch them walk out of here a little bit easier and make their life just a little bit better.